Welcome to another edition of Performance TV. Remote car start. Definitely a neat thing to do and really easy. And Mike here with Omega Research, you guys have a whole variety of vehicles that we can install these on pretty quick.
It's getting easier and easier as the cars are getting more advanced. So are the products, and it's actually making the installs very simple, these plug-in T-harnesses.
Yes, these are the two pieces. This is it. We're not getting under the hood at all.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. We actually can pick up all the information we need by one of the computer nodes under the dash.
Mid-2000s and up, it looks like you have all kinds of vehicles you can cover.
Pretty much. It's a little spotty in the older years.
And it has to do with the digital stuff, what the manufacturers were giving you to work with.
Correct, correct. Yeah, we were kind of at their mercy as far as that goes, but it's a pretty robust offering these days. We're covering over 1,500 vehicle applications right now.
Wow.
I want to know how to do it when I get home, because I'm putting one on my car.
Oh, I'm telling you what, this would be sweet.
Yes, let's get started.
All right.
Now, Mike, what can be really intimidating to people putting a remote start on their own vehicle is you got to take the dash out. We're going to plug into the ignition switch. I mean, it looks like a serious project to take the dash out of your car, but it's actually very simple.
Yeah, it is. It should be just a couple of screws, a few bolts.
Yeah, on this car here, it's got a little panel here. You just pull this access panel off. One screw right here. There's another one at the bottom of the dash. 2 screws, and this whole panel come out of the car. Now, it's got these little clips. You just got to kind of pop it. Got to be a little forceful. You think you're going to break it, but you're not. Just like that.
Yeah, just a little caution.
Got some connections here we got to undo. Get rid of the power trunk button. Now we've got to remove this knee panel right here, right?
Yeah, that'll give us access to the back of the ignition switch.
All right. 4 little bolts on this thing, and we got it out of the way. Well, I've seen these remote starts before. The mechanic had to get underneath the dash and put something on the starter. You know, there was a pretty intensive. I mean, it was something I wasn't going to tackle myself.
Yeah, traditionally you'd have to tie into several different circuits throughout the vehicle, but these data networks are really making things easy.
Now, what would be my next step?
Now you're going to want to reach up behind the ignition switch and disconnect the connector there.
Okay, right up in here.
Then you should be able to pull the pigtail down.
All right. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Okay.
All right, now that pigtail will go into my harness.
That's correct. You just plug it into your T-harness.
There we go. All right. Now, take the other side of the T and plug it into the back of the ignition switch.
Correct. And on this one, if you the release tab is facing down.
Facing down. Ah, nice tip. Thanks.
That's a good thing about these harnesses. They're built to OEM specifications, so it's a nice non-invasive installation. Doesn't compromise any of the original wiring.
We'll connect to our brain box now is the next step, correct?
Yeah, we'll connect the module first so that we can test the system just in case we need to do any troubleshooting.
Yeah, I don't want to put this all back together and then find out I didn't get it connected right.
That's correct. That's the first rule of installation.
Pretty simple. Can't put it in the wrong port.
Nope, every connector is unique.
And I have lights, so I must have something connected right.
Yeah, it looks good.
But I have a red light.
Correct, yeah, it needs to learn the vehicle. So what we're going to do is stick the key in the ignition switch and turn it on.
All right, turn the ignition on.
We got a green flash, so let's take the key out and press unlock on the remote.
Press unlock.
And it looks like we're good.
Hey, Tommy, you got that done?
Yes, I do. You want to see how cool this is?
Yes,
Watch
I
this.
do.
1, 2, 3. Huh?
That is really, really cool. And it didn't take you very long to do that. Well, as cool as that is, Mike, you folks also have some really neat things that we can add on. Factory remotes don't have a whole lot of range to them.
Correct.
But you guys have something that can take care